Hello, hello. Welcome to our cult chamber. Oh, I have to make one change. I have to do one thing real quick, and we can all do it while we're here. Let me go ahead and go full screen. We're going to ignore the message from Chaos right now, and we're just going to go edit the server. Nope. That's not what I want. I want to edit server settings. We're going to change the name to Red's Cult of Cuties. And that's what you all are. You're my cult of cuties. Hello. We're here. We got the setup. A lot of little mysteries here in this little setup. But I'll let everybody discover them in their own time. I made it pretty slowly. Realized it was all broken. Yeah, you gotta leave, sorry. Only cuties allowed. No, you're promoted. I worked on this overlay for a couple of days. Just like an hour each day or so. Just giving myself time to think. And a lot of it broke. And so I remade it in like an hour. And I was like, I'm done. I'm real done. So here it is. It's as good as it's going to be right now. I might redo it soon-ish, but I like it. It's cool. I like the sparklies. I'm a big fan of this little sparkly guy right here. That guy's cool. But yeah, anyway. That's enough preamble about it. Let me figure out what we're doing, and then we'll get started. Oh. Chaos, you're both cuties. Everybody here is a cutie. You're all promoted to cutie. So let's go ahead and throw some music on and let's get to it. I've been kind of dreading 3D modeling for a few days because it's been a while, but I think a sword is a good way to start. I think a sword is perfectly fine. I'm pretty savvy on swords. You made some minotaur ears with fox fur? Can you post that? I want to see that. So what are we making today? We're making ourselves a nice cursed sword. Just your default cursed sword. What else is new, right? This is me in a nutshell. So I'm going to make a nice cursed little sword here. And we're all going to love it. I expect nothing less than everybody to love what this is. So let's dig in. I'm going to move all that out of the way, and I'm going to start by making this little hilt. So for the hilt, I was looking at these two. I'm looking at this. I love the symmetry. The vertical symmetry here is really nice. And I like this little guy with the rune inside, so I might put a little bit of runes in there. But this is the idea. So we're going to go for this. It's pretty dark right now. Let me see one sec. You got it. All right, so here we go. Let's do it. No more beating around the bush. Cube. A sword is always a cube. What's a sword if not a cube? Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. So we're gonna make a nice hilt. I probably wanted to be way smaller than that. Right there, I think is perfect. The handle's gonna pop out. Okay, here we go. So, when we're looking at a sword, we gotta apply scale. It's been a little bit since I've 3D modeled. Mind me if I seem a little shaky. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do a little bit of SY to bring that out. A little bit of SZ to bring it up. That should give us roughly the shape we want there. And then we're gonna do U and U. Pop those out. We're gonna go SX. Make them a little bit separate. And now we can take U2. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. There we go. SX those guys out just a little bit. It's the beginning of the sword. It's going to be a lot thinner than this, but that'll do for now. That'll do. We'll do like that. And then I'm going to grab everything and actually make it thinner right now. Ba-da-ma. So how's everyone been? I feel like it's been a long time since I've talked to everybody. How are y'all doing? I've talked to some people offline and whatnot, but for the most part, it's been a while. How is everybody? Is everyone taking care of themselves? Everyone doing good? Get that just a little bit smaller. And do we want to do these little spikes? I kind of like those spikes. It beats that. Let's go ahead and do a little extrusion. And now we can just go ahead and grab you. Okay, we'll do it the hard way. Why not? Also, this is symmetrical, so I probably should just throw a mirror modifier on here and not do both the edges like this. So let's do that real quick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just full kill that. Fully kill that guy, throw a mirror modifier on there, and we're cruising. Bada boom. Bum, bum, bum. We'll go ahead and do one of those. We'll go ahead and bring these guys out just a little bit. Let's bring them up first. GX. That looks pretty good, actually. Where do I put the picture? You can put it in general. That's fine with me. General's cool. I appreciate you doing that. Okay, that's looking a little bit more accurate. And now we need to take you and push you on down. Actually, before we do that, let me go ahead and grab all of this, and we're going to do an inset. A B inset is the correct way to do that. Inset with a B. There we go. Perfect. We'll grab you two, and we will GG you on up like that. And we're going to grab this whole little guy and bring him down. And that should be fine enough for now. We'll deal with that a little bit later. So that is our guy. Now we want this little inlay here. Thank you, thank you. Very appreciated. Excuse me. Drinking a smoothie right before stream turns out really not a smart idea. I got very distracted in Chaos's chat. If anybody doesn't know Chaos, wonderful streamer, very good friend. And I was very preoccupied in their chat. Stayed a little longer than I probably should have. And had to rush to go get food. So I ate as swiftly as humanly possible. So I am, I'm just in it, you know? I'm just in the vibe right now. Which has just kind of been my way lately, which I'm proud of. I've lived a lot of my life being very structured, very methodical. And it's kind of nice to chill out a little bit. You can't always be the master of your own destiny. Sometimes you gotta let life take control. And that's been kind of the rhythm lately for me, is just chilling out, letting the world take control. Okay, so that looks good. It's a pretty good way to be. I mean, you need both, right? You can't be entirely loosey-goosey. Like, you do have to own certain decisions. You have to do certain things. But yeah, when you can help it, it's important to be, it's important to chill out a little bit. Also, I can't see anything. I don't know why my selection is so weird. I didn't change that. Let's do single, and I'm going to drop this down because I can't see what I'm working on. Do the important things, then be chill after it? Yeah, for sure. That is the way of the world. We'll deal with that later. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost to the part that I feel comfortable with. It's actually not a bad looking sword. It's a little bulky, which is not great. Let's go ahead and reduce that bulk actually while we're here. Oh, something's weird. Oh, it's you. Okay. This is gonna be the most fun part of this whole thing. We're gonna do it like that. And then I'm gonna grab just you guys and throw you up a little bit. Come on. There we go. That should be the rhythm. Oh, look how bad that looks. Okay, calm down, bud. You're a little too crazy for me. We'll give you a nice little GY. We'll give both of you a nice little GY. Have I already messed this up? I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I think we've made something very strange for sure. I will go ahead and grab this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this, and I'm hoping it's not going to ruin everything. I think we've done a really bad thing here. Oh, it's not bad at all. It actually looks fine. So let's start right here. Oh, that looks good, actually. Okay, cool. So now what we want to do is come all the way down. Yes, yes, yes. I see it now. We're here. Were we just listening to this song? I thought we were just listening to this. Okay, that should be fine. So now we can grab all of you and do another little peak right there. I mean, that's a sword. It's a little odd looking, but it's a sword. We got to smooth it out a little bit. Actually, I'm seeing this as a problem. Why do I not have any modifiers? Why did you take my modifiers away? Okay, so let's go ahead and just bite the bullet on this one and go ahead and sink these guys in. Hey, what's up, Dirty? Dirty, it's been good. I've been I took a little break and we're just back. We're back with vengeance. That is going to be really cool looking. This is gonna do it. So if we come into here... Dirty, how have you been? I feel like you're close to taking over the world by now, knowing you. Sure, we'll do that. That is beginning to look very scary. You know what? I'm realizing I should have not done it this way. I should have trusted myself a little bit more than I did. Let's do that right now. Wow, I'm really just going to go for it, aren't I? Okay, sure. Yep. We're just going to trust ourselves. Here we go. Here's what we're about to do. This is going to be crazy. Don't do what I'm doing. We're just going to cut this thing straight in half. Just a nice straight cut right down the middle. This is a bad idea. Don't do this. If you're taking notes, skip this part. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this whole little section here, which should include you. It does. We're going to do SC0. Does that work? Did that work? Kind of looks like it worked. Wow. Hey, now. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and cut it. Cut the boy. Let's put a Z on there, and now we have a fully symmetrical looking monster. I don't understand why that didn't work. Oh, it's because the whole thing is higher than it needs to be. I understand. Grab the whole thing. We're going to do a little bit of GZ just to get that back to even. Get right up in here. Make sure that this guy is even. And we're here. Now we have a perfectly symmetrical looking boy. I took a break, aka the weekend. Same. But Friday, I found a flaw in my car, which means I have to restart the animation that took me 2 days to set up. The guard looks great, though. Thank you. Was the flaw in your animation that thing with... you had the problem where your... you connected 2 of the tires together, right? I remember you mentioning something about that. Okay. Let's go ahead and apply some scale. Hey, we got a goose. What's up, Tablet Genius? That looks hella good. That looks crazy good. This is it. This is it, folks. Yeah, parented the back 2 tires, just trying to get around to fixing it here soon. Yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I was honestly very intimidated to stream today. Just gonna put that out there. I wasn't intimidated because I'm like scared of interacting on stream. I was intimidated because I hadn't really 3D modeled in a while, especially a project that I'm supposed to be working on. But I don't know. There's just a point where you're just like, screw it. Just like, who cares? Do it. Do the thing. And so now I'm doing the thing. That looks crazy good. Yo. Yo. Hey, man. What is going on here? This guy looks great. Look at him. You didn't know your boy had it in him. Didn't even know. Didn't even know. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. Okay, so let's... It kind of looks like the eye of Sauron in a way. I want to put an eyeball in there. Are we going to put an eyeball in our sword? I think I have to. I don't want to put an eyeball in there. It's a hinge? It does look like a hinge. I love that. I don't want to put an eyeball in here, but I have a feeling it's going to look really good. Put a tiny bunny? I could do that. Give a little shout out to Niche. All right, so let's do this. Oh, that's gonna look so good. This is it. This is gonna look crazy good. What is happening? How have I done this? I say this every time. How have I done this? Are you redeeming more squats? No. Okay. All right, give me one moment because I need to remember how to do this part first. Taking a break can help a lot. You leveled up. Yeah, I streamed on Friday and I didn't really like the result that I got. So I think it just was a little bit of a break. Okay, let's go ahead and do a sharp real quick and then I will do your squats. Why does it look like that? That's not what I wanted. I want, let's do a smooth. I never really understand the relationship between smooth and flats. They never make sense to me. Let's grab you, all of you. Let's throw an extra bevel in there. Sure. Why not? That'll work. I don't care. Thank you for the goose. The goose and the grander. I don't love the way that looks, honestly. Let's do this one. Let's do that one. That one looks okay. Ah, it's gross. Oh, it's kind of gross. I don't like it. Okay, tell you what. We're going all the way back. I will do squats. Give me one moment. I promise I will do the squats. Goosebumps. Did you get goosebumps? Have I given you goosebumps? All right. Chaos is lurking. Chaos, thanks for stopping by. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna redo this. We're gonna redo all of this. And I think we can make it work like this. So if I take you as well, and I merge you at last. Gosh. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I don't understand what's going on, but sure. Here we go. So we're going to grab you. We're going to go GZ on up. No guy there. GZ you on up. Actually, maybe we should do all of it. That would be an amazing cosplay hilt. I just fill the holes in with bright red epoxy. That's what I'm here for, man. I'm here for the inspiration. Look at that. Look at that beautiful curve. There she is. Goosebumps. We got more goosebumps. CQDK is here with all the goosebumps. Yeah, that looks great. That's a good look. I might do a bevel right there, but I'm thinking we're done. That looks crazy good. Okay, let's do some squats. Sorry I made you wait so long. Wow. Hello? I just broke my OBS. Don't mind me, just breaking my OBS. Wow. Here we go. You're trying to kill me today. You are trying to get me. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you could hear my shoulders cracking. Bum, 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 ba-na-ma-na-ma-na-ma-na. Oh, hey, can everyone stretch? Not just me. I want everybody to stretch. Oh. There we go. Nice and stretched. So, we have ourselves a relatively modeled hilt of a sword. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final iteration of this. That is pretty good looking. So I think now it is definitely a requirement that I come in here and I bevel this out. Although this part right here looks weird. Something's off right here. That should do. This is going to get complicated. So, new idea. Let's go ahead and apply everything except for Z. Everything except for Y. Yes. Apply. We're going to make a new mirror modifier. This one is Y. Go ahead and apply our scale. Come into here. We're going to go ahead and edit all of this. CQDK, how you doing today? You're hyper. That's usually a good sign. Usually mean things are going well. Hyperness is usually a good thing. Okay, we're going to go ahead and clamp overlap and go kind of high. Although we have something weird right there, but I'll fix that. That is kind of glorious looking. I sort of love the way this thing looks. If we merge all of that at center, did that work? I think there's one more. There is one more. I think we're going to do it like that. Same thing over here. Where are you? There you are. Merge at center. That should do it. Say, are we looking good? That is pretty cool looking. I am a fan of this. I don't know what this is. What the heck is this thing? What is this? Why is this here? What am I looking at? It's been a long time since I was here last. That's true. It's been a hot minute. You feeling good about that? You happy to be back? You know what? I think I see exactly what we want to do. It's clipping in a really awkward way. So we just want to grab all of this, make sure we get it all, and then we're going to do a little bit of GY, push it forward. Pancakes with peanut butter is so good. Man, that is good. Color me jealous of you. That is pretty cool looking. Wow, that is clean too. I might up the normal amount to 45 just so we have that being a little bit more clear. Wow, that is scary. That is freaky looking. No, I liked it better at 30. I'd rather fix it myself. I'd rather do some automatic curves. So I'll do that. You feel sad for not being here? You don't need to feel sad at all. Life is not about what you owe other people. It's about what you're doing for yourself. And if you're doing the right things in your life, you know, we're all happy just to have you when we have you. I will indeed be using a a mirror modifier to fix this, because this is going to get ugly real fast. Let's grab you and merge you there. And that should give us a little bit more room to play with this. Yes, it does. That plays really well. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, I'll take it. Now we just need to fix you. Pop all this together into one. It's going to be kind of a gross looking pull, but it should be fine. You just got some new shoes because my other shoes were breaking. That is what I asked for Christmas, is a brand new pair of shoes. My mom is asking me what I want for Christmas, and I'm bad at asking for things because I am not a very wanting sort of person. I tend to just do my own thing and get on with it. So I have trouble coming up with stuff. So this year I said, why not shoes? So I will be getting shoes for Christmas. Okay, that should do it. What can chat get you for Christmas? What can chat get me for Christmas? You want a real answer? What I would like for Christmas is another emote slot. That's what I want. I want an emote slot. That would do it. That would be the one. All right, that's not bad looking. Yeah, more subs for emote slots. In before Kizan gives like 10 gift subs or some crazy nonsense. Oh, that worked. That worked. A Gizmo plush, that's what you can get for Christmas. Is Gizmo a gremlin? What is Gizmo? I want to say Gizmo is one of the gremlins, right? It's just barely enough to make that activate, which I like. So let's do a little SY. I mean, that is clean, baby. He's a Mogwai that turns into a gremlin with water feeding. Yeah. I like Gizmo. Gizmo's okay. CQDK, were you watching Gremlins yesterday? Because I was watching Gremlins yesterday. Or no, on Saturday. I was watching Gremlins on Saturday. And for you to mention it like that makes me think you are also watching it on Saturday. Interesting. Okay, well that's enough for this handle. I think we're done here. I like this. Let's go ahead and make this guy now. So, no, you were not. Okay. It feels like you were, given the level of confidence you had in it, but that's fine. You do love Gremlins. That makes a lot of sense for you. That actually makes a ton of sense for you. In fact, I'm going to go down to 12. We're going to keep this really light because I'm going to subdivision it anyway. So, here is how we're going to make ourselves a handle. Handles are always off-kilter, like that. If you make a perfectly round handle for a sword, you have done it incorrectly. Do not do that. That is a bad vibe. So we're going to go like this. Now, when you're dealing with swords, I know I give a lecture about swords every time I make a sword, but this is a good lecture. This one's important. When you're making a sword, what matters, what determines the classification of a sword is how many hands you can get on the handle. When you're talking about a long sword, you're usually talking about 2 to 3 to 2.5 hands. The reason for this is I need something to practice with. What do I have? What do I have? Do I have anything that's sword-like? Yeah, I have something sword-like. Here we go. Okay. This is like the thing that people get wrong about swords. Every time you play a video game, they get this wrong, and it drives me nuts. If you have a sword or a spear or whatever, the closer your hands are together, the less control you have over the tip. Whereas if you separate them, you can get the tip really fast. So spears are designed the way they are because you have to hit somebody in a very specific spot. Whereas a sword can be designed like this because you're just cleaving people directly in half. So it's important to know how separated you want a person's hand to be. And sometimes you'll see swords that have a little handle up on the blade part, and that's for that specific reason. We call that half-handing in the industry. So there's your sword fact for the day. Ever watched Forged in Fire? Oh, yeah. Ask me anything. Lance isn't a common name these days, but in medieval times, people were named Lance a lot. How dare you? Rapiers are just one-handed whacking sticks? No, rapiers are spears. They're made for stabbing. Yeah, I added a little overlay. Some mysteries are here. Rapiers are scary. Fun fact, rapiers are designed. If you hold a rapier like this, you're doing it wrong. You have to hold it like that. And that's how you simulate the two-handedness. I got a tip for you doing... What? It broke. My overlay broke. What? I spent so long doing that yesterday. I gotta fix that. Disregard that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. I spent so long fixing that yesterday. Knives are good at stabbing. Knives are good because the point control is just as far as your fist goes. But I wouldn't take a knife into a fight. I'll tell you that. Okay, so let's do this thing. I took mechanical engineering materials class, and so much of what they do in show I learned in class. In the show I learned in class. That's awesome. Getting the streamer tips for great puns. Honestly, that's what we call a pro gamer move. Let's go ahead and do a few more. And I'm gonna make this a little bit longer of a handle. I like a long handle, personally. I'm a crazy person, and I sort of like small blades with like 4 or 5 hands. But I understand that's not a good idea. I understand why if I lived in the medieval period, that would get me killed. But from an aesthetic standpoint, I really like long-handed swords. They're very cool looking. Please don't eat glass. Hello? Who's eating glass? Okay, how many curves we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10-ish? 10-ish? That looks about right to me. If we have less, I don't care. Let's go ahead and call you Hilt. We'll call you Handle. Hide the hilts. And let's do this thing. This is going to be obnoxious. Have I given myself a very hard task all of a sudden? Have I ruined myself? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it like this? I didn't think at all. I just counted the number of rings and said that was it, I'm done. But no, it's clearly going to be harder than that. Okay, so we're going to do a really heavy little spiral here. Are you really getting more squats? You're going to kill me. I'm going to put a limit on the amount of squats people can do in one stream. That is way too heavy. Alright, I am going to be buff by the end of this stream. Stay strong. I'm gonna make you do squats. I'm gonna make you send a video of you in full Minotaur gear doing squats. Alright, I'll go ahead and do my little ring setup in just a moment. Apparently I was mixing up saber and rapier. Yeah, sabers are those whacking sticks. Glutes are gonna be rock hard. Oh yeah, baby. I'm so glad I ate right before stream. I need to stop doing that. I need to eat a lot earlier. Wow. You need to be done with your Minotaur? It's already past Halloween. Oh, I feel him now. I shouldn't have done a showboat on the beginning. My favorite medieval weapon. Oh, I have a few. Okay. Favorite medieval weapon. Like, the halberd is very cool, but it's ineffective. It's a bad weapon. Anybody who likes halberds, sorry, they're not good. Lantern shields? Let's look up a lantern shield. Holy cow. Is this a lantern shield? Oh, in Italian. Yeah. Italians always make crazy stuff. What's the point of this? You put a lantern on it? Why? What is this? What's the point? This is a weird weapon for sure. What on earth is this thing? I'm a pretty big fan of the Langmesser. I talk about this guy all the time. I love this weapon. I think it's a beautiful weapon. People say it looks bad. I think it looks great. Look at that bad boy. He's got a parrying hilt. Single-bladed, super crazy sharp, can cut through anything. This guy's great. I saw the Pokemon thing as well. I was waiting for Kizzen to talk about Pokemon. I'm also a huge fan of a Becta Corbin. Becta Corbins are great. If I was forced into the medieval period, I would carry a single-handed Becta Corbin. This would definitely be my ideal weapon if I were... Yeah, I would get rid of these. I'd keep this with the handle tuned up to here. If you forced me to be in the medieval era, I'd have this with me at all times. I would be too scared to go outside with one of these guys. Yeah, just something like that. That's a king of weapons. And then final favorite weapon... Naginata's pretty cool. Like, you want to, like, absolutely destroy somebody? That's a pretty good weapon. A crossbow? You do not want a crossbow. I'll tell you straight up, you do not want a crossbow. Crossbows suck. Crossbows are made for, like, doing war. They're not made for traveling around with. One, they're heavy. Two, the way you reload them is terrible. Fun fact, the way you reload a crossbow, there it is, you put your foot in this, you put it on the ground, you put your foot through there, and you crank this thing, and this thing is stored on your back. So you have to, like, throw this on here, attach it, put it on the ground, start cranking it, put this back on your back, aim it, and shoot it. I would never take a crossbow. Oh yeah, staying at home. In a castle, sure, a crossbow's fine. I would never take a crossbow. I'd take a bow and arrow before a crossbow, and I hate bow and arrows. They're beautiful, though. They're very gorgeous weapons. Like, that one in particular is very lovely looking. Favorite Pokemon. All right, let's pull up some Pokemon. And then I'm getting back to it. Let's see who I got. Here's my list of favorite Pokemon. They take so long to reload. If you don't pull it back the right way, it won't fire right for sure. Togekiss, Goobat, Rotom. I think Rotom might be one of my favorites. Butterfree, Gmax, Glycopod. Wartortle was my first favorite. Oh, Swadloon. For sure it's Swadloon. Swadloon's the best Pokemon. By far. Like, look at this boy. Look how mad he is. He's just upset. Look at this bad boy. Look how pouty he is. Tell me this is not the world's best Pokemon. Yeah, that's him. We're there. We found him. Okay, we're back. Wobbuffet is my favorite animal. Why? Why Wobbuffet? Eevees, you gotta love Eevees. The Eevees are great. What's everyone's favorite evolution? I personally am a pretty huge fan of Espeon. I find Espeon to be one of the best designed Pokemon ever. I like Espeon so much. She's a real cutie. I have a fun fact about Espeon. I'm pretty sure I've said this on stream before, but I'll say it again because I'm a broken record. In Japanese mythology, I don't know if it's Shinto or not, but some Japanese mythology, they believe that Kitsune, the fox with many tails that have magic powers, Naruto's thing, Kitsune, what happens is a fox that lives long enough has its tail split into two, and then if it lives any longer, the tails split into four, and then so on and so forth until it gets as many tails as it gets. And that's where, like, the Kitsune comes from. Espeon has a little forked tail, and so it's supposed to represent the process of the Kitsune tail splitting, but it's only halfway through its first split. So it has, like, 1.5 tails, which I just think is the coolest, weirdest little thing they could have ever come up with. I love Espeon. What a beautiful baby. First gen Pokemon was like, we don't know what we're doing. Second gen, they killed it. They went out of control. Your fave Eevee is a toss-up between Glaceon and Espeon? I like Glaceon. I just think the fact that it has, like, straight bangs is kind of weird. You like Jolteon? Jolteon's cool. Jolteon is the most competitively viable before Sylveon showed up. Shadow Ball Jolteon was in, like, every tournament I ever played in growing up. I love me some Jolteon. Jolteon's good, honestly. Jolteon is proof that a fast Pokemon is all it takes to win. Like, if you can outspeed your opponent, you can beat most anybody. At least, that's the way it used to be. It's not really that way anymore. Gigantamax, to me, is one of the worst things that's happened to the meta in a long time. I kind of wish they would have stuck with Mega Evolutions and moved on with their lives, but I don't know. I don't run the company. It's not my company. I used to really like electric types because, you know, Pikachu, but Umbreon is my favorite. Yo. Umbreon's good. Umbreon looks like a computer. Umbreon looks like a little digital something or other. They're a weird one, for sure. Leafeon and Glaceon, I think, get a bad rap just because of how late they were released. Leafeon is honestly a pretty well-designed Pokemon. It's just kind of boring. But there's no hatred of Leafeon. Leafeon's good. Leafeon's cool. Probably the least competitively viable, honestly, out of all of them. But a baby nonetheless. I don't know. Out of all the Pokemon around Gen 2, so my knowledge is limited. I may or may not have played Pokemon competitively for an incredibly long time, and it might be one of my pastimes currently. Oh, do I want to become famous? Pfft, boy, do I. How do I... Hello. OBS. Do we have a mod in chat that wants to go ahead and break that down? Or I can go ahead and just do this. Is that going to work? Yes, that worked. Boy, I want to get famous so bad. You didn't start watching anime until college? There's nothing wrong with that. It's pretty normal. Okay, so my favorite Pokemon used to be Ditto, but he sucked back then and now he's good apparently. When did you become VIP? I went through and redid a bunch of people's... I redid a bunch on stream. And I gave just some regular people some VIP. I don't know. I don't really get like what the point of VIP is, but if you want a little thing next to your name, why not? You're welcome. Yeah, I went through and I was redoing it. We had, I had to redo some of the ranking stuff on stream. And when I was looking through all of it and trying to figure out what was going on, I was like, you know what? Greemol boosted the Discord server, and that's pretty VIP, if I say so myself. So I gave Greemol VIP first, and then I was like, you know what? A bunch of people deserve VIP. Why not? In my mind, CQDK and Mr. Six will always be the OG VIPs, but, you know, doesn't mean I can't add more. I just love Diglett. I like Diglett too. Are you aware of Alola Diglett? Alolan Diglett is just about as good as it gets. He has hair. There we go. We've done it. Now, question time. Can I bevel this? Can I bevel this without breaking something? Not really. Oh, but you can add a bunch. Oh, that's cool. I am a squitchel little snowflake. What? What does that mean? What does squitchel little snowflake mean? Yeah, I used to play Pokemon quite a bit competitively. In college, I was vice president of like a gaming club, and so I got a lot of Pokemon through that, and that kind of got me into it with a couple of peeps. And then as I have gotten older, I stopped caring as much because I think the franchise is not very good. But recently I've gotten kind of back into it. And it is a cool franchise. I just really disagree with a lot of the decisions they make. Pokemon is a company, to me, that like embodies we don't listen to our audience at all. So I don't know. You just try to stay away from it as much as you can. Are you rendering on cycles before? Am I rendering in cycles? I'm in Eevee. What are we talking about? Did I miss something? Wait. What? Oh, we screwed up. We screwed up hardstyle. Opinions on Pokemon Snap? I mean, I love Pokemon Snap. I haven't played the new one. I'm sure it's good. It's a great franchise. I got nothing bad to say about it, for sure. Okay, new thought. New thought. I got a new thought. New thought. You're gonna make me do more squats. You jerk. Okay, I'm limiting the squats. The squats are too much. This is out of control. I used to play Pokemon Go a lot in college when I lived in downtown San Diego. Plenty of stops to go to. Pokemon Go washed right over me. I didn't do the whole Pokemon Go thing. Did you see the one guy who has caught every single shiny Pokemon, even the variants crazy? In what? Pokemon Go? Because that is kind of nuts. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Give me one moment and I will do the squats. I will honor my squats. But I am removing your ability to make me do squats. Sorry to say. Okay, so we gotta go ahead and fix this somehow. Okay, I'll do squats right now while I try and think of how to fix this. He has them all in his Pokemon home, so all of them? What does Pokemon home mean? I don't know what that is. Is Pokemon home an app? What is that? I'm gonna do the babiest squats you've ever seen. My thighs. Okay. Wow. I'm gonna kill my knees. All right, here we go. CQDK, you've asked for this. This is your doing. Ba-da-ba. It's a storage thing you can move Pokemon onto. Got it. Got it. I see. You did not hit 100 squats yet. But I will go ahead and hit up Creator Dashboard. I'll do my best not to share sensitive information. We're going to go down to squats. We're going to go ahead and make these 750. And we're going to bring it down and say cooldown is 15 minutes. And limited redemptions per user per stream, 2. There you go. Womp womp. I got to fix the icon on bunny ears, but we'll get there. You can see my back end. Oh, man. I tried so hard to make this work. I'm not going to explain what this is for right now, but I've tried so hard to make this work, and this has given me the biggest hassle in the world. So we'll talk about Bad Trip another time. I've been trying to do it forever. Okay. So, shrooms on stream, that's exactly what it is. I can't redeem it with the speed sketch yet. You can't redeem the speed sketch yet? If we hit delete, only faces. That's gonna be bad, right? If we grid fill this, oh no. Get whatever you like, made in 5 minutes, free to use on our Discord. It can be combined with Bad Trip. Oh yes, I forgot to fix that. I'm a little devastated, so I don't think I can ask a question correctly. What do you mean devastated? What does that mean? Yes, I'm trying to make it work. All right, I'll explain since we're all here. The goal... What am I doing? I know exactly how I should be doing this. Hold on. I just had a deep realization. I'm so silly. We can do this in texture nodes. What it is Bad Trip. I was going to set it up so that my screen goes upside down and there's like a warbly effect, and I was going to try and work 10 minutes upside down. That was the goal. That was what I was hoping to achieve with it, but it didn't work because my screen has some weird anti-upside down thing. My monitor is designed in a very specific way, so it won't let me do it. But the goal was to work upside down, was the original goal. So I'm working on it. I could just do it through a bump map, can't I? Yes, I can. Oh, I should have just done it on a bump. Wow, why didn't I think of this? Stand on your head? Nah. That's gonna be a big nah from me. Oh, and my guys got messed up again. Okay, there's a lot of to-dos after stream ends today, that's for sure. That's not gonna work, right? You can make it a left-handed speed sketch. I've thought about that. It's not exactly how I work though. Do-do. There we go. That'll work. And now we're going to take it and rotate it up. And we get something not very good looking. What are those rabbits called with deer horns? A jackalope. That would be a jackalope. You could do it with your feet so that people really want to see you suffer. I could probably learn how to 3D model with my feet. If I had a camera pointing down, I could probably figure it out. Not to brag, but I kind of have the vibe that I could do it. You can become one of these deer rabbits? What are you talking about? No, I don't like that. Okay, well, while we're here, let's just do another one. That doesn't work. Don't do that. So I have double paths going. Why am I suffering so much? Oh no. Oh no. You want me to make Swadlin? Okay, I'll make Swadlin. We're not going to finish anything today. You get some small deer horns for Christmas, but why? Why would I do that? Give me one moment before I make Swadlin. I have to think about what I'm doing right now. I'm actually kind of losing my mind. You know what? Screw it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I was thinking I wanted to do this, and it is cool looking. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm over it. Okay, I know T's in on it, for sure. T's always in on that stuff. So, now we can take this, go up to 36, shrink them down, move them up. And honestly, if we're doing this, might as well go ahead and put it down, since we're going to be looking down anyway. We'll do a little SZ, make this guy nice and long. Banana, banana, do 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 do. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of SY to make it thinner, and now we can make it way bigger. Ba-da, 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 do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, let's make a little Swadlin. I think you need a quick break, which is why I distract you with the speed sketch. Fair. You would actually like to see a reindeer red? You're going to bake some more, have some good stream. Can you send us all the baked goods when you're done? We would very much appreciate some baked goods cooked from you. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up a picture of Swadloon. Let's make a Swadloon. This is going to be a speed sketch for sure. Don't give me a WebP. I don't want a WebP. Who uses WebPs? Any good recipes with milk? I have like 1/4 of a gallon that you need to use soon. If you throw some milk and butter into a pan, you can make a nice thick little sauce to make like a lemon garlic sauce for pasta. But you really got to reduce that milk down if you want it to work. I use heavy whipping cream, but butter and milk will work if you just stir it a whole bunch. Okay, we're gonna call this Forbidden Blade. Alright, Swadloon. Let's make a Swadloon. I'm going 1,000 miles per hour. I can't wait to crash at the end of stream today. What is this weird artifact here? What is that? That's somebody messed up the transparency on this thing. Okay, so we got Swadloon. He's a little ball wrapped in a little piece of clothing. All right, speed sketch starting, what time is it? I'll go until 3:25. So, what is he? He is a ball. He is a pretty high density ball, so I'll do 42 by 22. He is kind of stout. He is kind of wide. We're going to give him a nice little base to sit on. Hello? GZ. There we go. All right. I'm probably going to Dynatopo this guy if I'm being perfectly honest. How do I want to do this? Let's just go ahead and sculpt him. Why not? We'll go ahead and give you a scale. We'll go back to our sculpt. I get it. Okay, and give you X symmetry, and now we're just going to take a look at him. He's got his little slanty, terrible eyes. Nope, not 2. 22. Nope, I guess we want lower. I thought it was higher, made it smaller. Oh, yes. Okay. I feel like I'm making egg dog. Egg dog boba. That's pretty good. That'll do. That'll do just fine. There we go. Make sure he has a nice crease in his eye. We want to make sure it's as straight as we can do it with a mouse. Shout out to my mouse gang. Get that all straight. Make sure this all comes down. That looks pretty straight to me. There we go. That'll do. And we're just going to go ahead and crease all that out so we have a little bit of a subtle, like, break from the eye. There we go. Are those eyes big enough? They look really small now that I'm looking at it. I think I don't want to redo them, so that's going to be how small the eyes are. Whoops. My bad. We'll give his mouth, we'll make his mouth just a little bit bigger. Now, if you are actually going to do this and put this in a game or something, you would have to bake this down because the amount of polys that I've made is out of control. So if anybody is learning from stream, 1, what are you doing? Stop doing that. 2, don't do what I just did. Well, I mean, you can do what I did, but there's an extra step at the end that I'm not going to do. So keep that in mind if you ever want to do a Dynatopo on a pretty primitive object like a sphere or something. Do 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 do. That is pretty good looking. That's a pretty good looking boy. Was it 5 minutes or was it 10 minutes? Because I'm going to finish him regardless. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up, Rat Lord? Shout out to Rat Lord. I had a little game night this weekend with some folks, some friends, and I went out on a limb. I don't know, I was just feeling friendly. I'm a weird dude. I'm like very socially awkward sometimes, and I'm like a bit of a Chad sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know what makes me differentiate those in my mind. But I decided to invite Ratlord to game night because I appreciate Ratlord and Ratlord's good. And so I invited Ratlord, and Ratlord was just the sweetest human being ever. They had prior engagements, and they were so nice about how they said it. And so I have to give a big shout out to Ratlord for just being really cool off stream. Ratlord's a real cool person. Gotta love him. It's only 5. All right, well, I'm finishing him anyway. So this is good practice. This is my first speed sketch in about a month, so we'll go for it. This is going to be called the wrap. And now we can take the wrap and throw a shrink wrap on it. Shrink wrap goes onto Swadloon. We're going to do project. Okay, never mind. We're not going to do that. So we're just going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and give him Dynatopo 6. I double redeem, but it won't let me. So you got the face down. That's okay. I'm still going. You're going to get your money's worth on this one. We won't expect this for all of them, but we'll do this one for this one. Just because I really want to make Swadloon. Hello, Saf. Welcome to Chaos Stream. Look at that Rat Lord emote. We got the Rat Lord squad going. Okay, the rest of it I don't care. It's just this little crease right here that has to be really strong. The rest of it can chill. Okay. You love the little grumpy face? I also do. Swadloon is a babe. We're going to up the strength on this average just a little bit. We want the average to go kind of fast. Okay, so the back of this is actually kind of scary because it has not as much geometry to work with as the front. Look at him! Look at him! Look how silly he looks. Yeah, they are in a blanket. They're swaddled. Swadloons. I'm gone a couple minutes. Were we making Pokemon PogChamp? Yeah. I got a speed redeem for a Pokemon. So shout out to Kizzen for this one. There we go. That's about as good as I'm going to expect that to do in the amount of time I have. We'll leave his arms out like that. And we'll give him his little antennas. I'm going to do something fun with the antennas, but we're going to start just by doing this. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, right here. Pokemon all look simple until you try to make them. Yes, that's kind of like their ace in the hole. Pokemon are actually very well designed, given what they pretend to be. Okay, that'll do. Little rabbit ears. Okay, that looks kind of awful. Okay. We're gonna really round all this out as best as we can. I've given myself a hard job here. Now we just come into here and we tuck in this little bit. Look how small they are. No, they're so tiny. I should have looked. Oh, they're sort of great how small they are. It's sort of just the silliest thing I've ever seen. I didn't think. What else is new? Look how small they are. Wow, he is glorious. He's a glorious boy. You wish the original had him? Yeah. That's kind of the best. Look how lumpy he is. Oh, he's great. He's a great little boy. Let's go ahead and add the finishing touch, and then I'm going to go ahead and render him. You love him so much? Thank you. And I will save. There we go. And we'll go ahead and throw a mirror on there across Swadloon. We'll call these Swadloon eyes. Look at that. Look how grumpy the boy is. Oh, he's so silly looking. Oh, something weird. Oh, we're on the wrong shader node. There we go. We'll go ahead and throw on an image texture. Image texture is going to be called Swadloon. I'm going to make sure that it is 1024 times 4. Okay. It is rough. It probably has high specular, although it doesn't look very good. Sheen? Yeah, we'll do Sheen. Why not? There he is. Okay, now we grab this and we go over to our UVs. We go over to our main. We're going to pop into texture paint. And we're going to grab them. Is this gonna work? Oh, it might be too high density. We're gonna break Blender. Oh, it doesn't like this. All right, I'm gonna gamble then. She's pissed. Oh, she's mad. She is mad at us. Too many polys. Yep. Let's go ahead and force a crash. Let me restart Blender. Give it a moment just to think about what it's doing. We're going to open the Forbidden Blade. What do we have? Sheen, tint, clear coat, specular, specular tint. Specular is down to 0.7. Roughness is 0.8. We're going to grab you. We're going to make you green. What did I just make green? Did I make the sword green? Yeah, so glad we got that save in, for sure. Oh, it didn't save the eyes. Wait, where are the eyes? Yeah, it didn't save the eyes, my bad. We'll go GY, GZ, GX, SZ, GY. That'll do. That'll do just fine. I will go ahead and give it another save here in just a moment. Save. And let's give them those piercing eyes. So we'll call this Swadloon Eyes. Base color to white. Emission to this. There we go. There he is. He's done. That's my boy. As quick as I could make him. That's as quick as I can make a swadloon. So, yeah. There we go. How long was that? That was 16 minutes. I mean, that in 16 minutes, I'm not that upset about 16 minutes worth of effort, including a crash. I can't be that upset about that. Look at him. Goodbye. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's finish this guy off. Oh, it reset my themes. Whoops. I gotta fix that. Okay, so. Hand and a half. We've barely done what we're supposed to be doing today. I'm just dicking around. Look at that beauty. Wow, that is a beautiful looking little icon on the end there. What do you have? You have a straight pommel. I'm probably going to do the straight pommel if I'm being perfectly honest, but I do like the beautiful one. That's about perfect. Cool. So, if I'm looking at a blade that I like, blades that I like use this. We're going to divide this in half. We're going to divide you in half, but the half is going to be up like that. Dun, 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 dun. Just like that should do. Now we're going to take you and do a division on you and do an extrusion on you. So you're going to be beveled in two places. Like that. We're going to extrude you along normals. The heck is going on with this guy? There we go. Now it should be a pretty easy method of doing this and this. And beveling in with clamp overlap maximum. 5, let's do 6. We're gonna go ahead and merge by distance. So now we have that little pocket. We'll do the exact same thing on the end and then we'll put the pommel. That is pretty good looking. So now you. Just like that. Same thing, merge by distance. It's kind of hard to look at this. I need to mess with my settings a little bit more. Something is crazy. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Yes? Hold on. My cat is freaking out. Something weird is going on. What's up? What's the matter? What do you need? You okay? Why are you meowing like that? What? What? Is there a bug? What's going on? Why are you so desperate? Come on. I don't know what the heck was going on. She was freaking out. She was meowing like there was a person in the house. It was freaking me out. What? What do you want? You just want attention? All right. Oh yeah. It is cat time. It is cat time for everybody. It is cat time. Don't drink my water. You just begged to get up here so you could drink my water? You have water. I just filled it. Yes, you can stay up here. Just chill. Yes, she wants my water. That's for sure. When does she not want what I have? Goodbye. Okay, so Cat has been taken care of. I don't know what her deal was. I don't know why she was freaking out at me, but she's fine. Don't know what was going on there. I'm going to invent a new pommel because I don't like the way this looks. So we're going to do a little GZ on down. We're going to grab this, bring you in. Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. We're going to grab you and turn you into a circle. A really nice, clean-looking circle. I might even make it smaller, and I will make it smaller. And now we're going to grab you and drop you in and do a bevel to round that bad boy out just a little bit. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. No. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go ahead and GZ, bring you out. Put one in here, bring it down. And then we're going to take you and bring you out. I swear, if you start meowing again, I'm sending you out with the buzzards. We have buzzards in our backyard that love us very much, and we like them a lot. And the cats are kind of friends with them in a weird way. It's very cute. It's very sweet what we have going on in this weird house of ours. I suppose I should expect nothing less, but it is a strange household. Okay, that looks fine. That looks fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Is that the pommel I always wanted? I don't think so. I don't think it's great. There's definitely a couple of ways to make a pommel better. And I don't know which one I want to use here. Tablet Genius is recommending that we all take a hydrate. I'm going to drink a smoothie. Thank you, Tablet Genius. Let's go ahead and do this guy right here. Go into this. We're going to do checkered deselect. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, 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 three, 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 selected two, selected one, checkered deselect with 1s and 3s. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. That'll work. Looks okay. So now we're going to put on maybe a sharp. Let's put on an inverse square. And drop that down a lot. So I can get a shape that we like. That looks bad. Let's go up to maybe like here and do the exact same thing. Oh boy, I hate when it does that. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. The other way around it, the other way I can do this is I could put on geometry and try and sculpt something, which I think is what I'm feeling. So let's put on X and Y. Let's see what we can come up with. It looks okay. That part doesn't look good, but the rest of it looks okay. That actually looks kind of good in a weird way, but it's missing something. How do I get around this? The way around this, I think, also the design language. Now that I'm really thinking about it, the design language is not very good on this. Nope. Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave it for now. We'll come back to that. Something about it just isn't reading correctly to me. Something's unusual here. I want to sit and really tinker with this thing. Okay, we'll leave it like that for now. Let's do the actual, like, main event. I need to put a sheath on this thing. That was always kind of the goal today. So let's do that. So I'm going to want to, first things first, grab this hilt part. Grab all of you down to maybe there. Throw a bevel on you. Maybe we will merge by distance first. And maybe we will apply the mirror first. Make sure everything looks good. There we go. That's where the sword is going to come out of. So that needs to look pretty firm, I think. Right about there. Merge at last. Merge at last. Push all this back, and let's push it down. So that's where the sword technically should come from. But as you're going to see in just a moment, there is going to be no sword. There will be no sword on this guy. We'll do a little bit of GZ to push that guy up. No proportion. We'll go ahead and separate those two just a little bit more. Actually looks good. That's actually really good looking. Perfect. That'll do just fine. Okay, so now, hilts. And by hilt, I mean a sheath. When I think of a sheath, I think we want to just go ahead and make a cube that tapers to the point, perfectly round it, and maybe we'll do the metal bit on the end, but I don't think it's necessary. So, let's make a cube. We'll do a little bit of SY, make it nice and small. GZ that guy on down. We're going to do a little bit of GX, but SX, SX. I'm now starting to get all sniffly because I got cat fur in my nose after cuddling my cat. This is the great curse of my life. That's probably about as long as we want a sword to be, I would argue. That'll do just fine. So, how pointy? Sheaths are not pointy at all. They're very rounded. So we're going to want to round this guy out a whole bunch. First, let's make this little crease right here. So I'm going to want to go into partial view. We're going to want to go ahead and cut this guy in half. We're going to do the exact same thing on those guys as we did previously. Let's go ahead and grab you two and put some bevels on you. Oh, that is good looking. That is really nice looking. Okay. And then we're going to do the exact same thing up at the top here, just in a little bit more of a subtle way. And then we'll be done. This is going to be the easiest part so far. Come on, where are you? So realistically, I could do better topology on this, but I don't care for the time being. I'm going to worry about that maybe later, if ever. I don't know if it actually works now that I'm looking at it. I messed something up. Let's go ahead and fix this. That'll work. We'll do a little bit of GZ, bring this guy on up, and bring that up. Okay, so inverse square is too much. We want to smooth. .05. Am I going to do the same thing right here? I think I am going to have to do exactly the same thing right here. Okay. We'll do you 3 times. Come straight on, grab you, grab 2 of you. Where are you? Oh, it goes all the way up. I see. I see. So we're going to go GZ, know that. This is going to be cutting it really close. Come on. This is getting really close to the grain. Okay. There he is. So all of that looks okay. It's definitely an interesting little thing we've made. What happens if I attempt to subdivision it now? What happens? What happens? Yeah, not very good. Okay, so fixing this. Boom, 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 boom. Fix all of this. What happens? That doesn't work at all. Oh, we goofed it. We goofed it bad. We did a bad job. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. I need to rethink this whole thing. We're here. And I put a subdivision on here. And what happens? Now I grab you all. And I go crease. That already looks infinitely better. So now we take it and we subdivide those. Does this work? Is this working? I don't think it's working. If we merge by distance, whoops, not what I wanted. What have I done? If I take all of this and I delete it, we put a solidify in here. That's actually pretty good looking. That is actually pretty good looking. That's a really clever way to do this. Okay. That'll work. 0.65 on a solidify. Now I can go all the way around here. What is happening? I don't understand what's going on. Let's apply this. I'm unable to understand what is going on. No, that looks terrible. What? I'm very confused. I'm very confused about what's going on. Thank you for the goose. That's what I needed in my moment of need. If I cannot wrap my brain around what is happening here. So if I grid fill this, what is going on? Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, 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 back. Get rid of the hilt. Get rid of the cylinder. We're here. Yes, I have made this. My brain has devolved to nothingness at this point. What am I looking at? So we have this. That's a cup. Yes, that will work. And now we're going to extrude along normals straight up. Why are you overlapping? What is happening? Something is so weird here. What is this? You should be good. What is up? There's like a thing here. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Yes, that'll work. We'll just do this. Look straight on. We're gonna grab the whole thing. We're gonna go all the way up. All the way up. I look and I say sure to whatever we've just made. It's actually not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So now we can dissolve this guy and dissolve this guy. This is why you never get set on subdivision surface. This is why subdivision surface can kill you if you're not paying attention. Let this be a lesson, everybody. Do not become reliant on your subdivision surface. I was told that a long time ago, and I never listened. So now we hit apply. Make sure we're not... What is happening? I think the best way to solve this is to throw a cut all the way up. Like that. And then we're going to grab two of you, including you. And we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of GZ on down using sharps. I might lower it even more than that. That looks a lot better already. Okay. I can live with it. It does look a lot better suddenly. Okay. Is it usable? I don't know. It looks kind of bad, honestly, but it beats what we had before. I'm kind of thinking we should have started with a cylinder. That might be a bleak realization all of a sudden, but I kind of think we should have started with a cylinder. Am I going to redo this with a cylinder? Oh, I don't want to. I think I should. I think I should redo it with a cylinder. Okay, screw it. You live and you learn, I suppose. We're going to go ahead and grab a cylinder of 42. We're going to get it to the right size. It's actually pretty good looking. We'll go see-through. I'm going to grab both of these. We're going to grab them, and we're going to bring them in using a very specific proportion. Yeah, that'll do. I wanted that very specific look. And now we just match it. Wow. Amazing how easy it is when you're doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing instead of doing nonsense like I was doing before. It's amazing what a difference it'll make. Not sure I understand why it's doing a weird curve like that. What is this curve here? But all is well. Should be an easy fix. Oh, it's giving me some trouble. Okay, we'll take it as is, but that's not great. Something weird is happening. Also, I think we want to maybe put a J between these two to cut that middleman out. Perfect. And now I should be able to take this guy all the way around and put a bevel on it. That should give us basically exactly the shape that I want. Close. All of this. we should be able to look all the way through it. We don't have anything on this side. Do we have things on this side? We do. Okay. So now that should be pretty easy to just pull up and lower our inverse square a lot. Turn that into a smooth. How much do I actually care about that detail? I don't. I don't care about that detail. Okay. Well, now we have a shape that we like that's actually usable. Let me go ahead and I might even go ahead and pop it out a little bit more. SY. Get it looking pretty clean on there. And then we're going to do the exact same thing. There we go. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. Only took one failed attempt to get here. You know what? Sometimes failure is required. Can't be upset about it. Can't be upset one bit about it because I think I've done a relatively good job here. I'm actually pretty proud with what we have. I had to struggle for a moment for us to get here first. And honestly, I'd have it no other way. I mean, look at that. That is king right there. That is a king right there. Perfect. Now we're just going to go all the way up to the top, and we're going to worry about that top portion. Cool. Let's go GZ all the way up. How long have we been streaming? Not that long. We're okay. Time is kind of going slow for me. I'm sort of thrilled about it. So this one should be obvious, right? I should be able to just take this guy straight up. Whew. Chill. My hair's getting all over the place. My headphones are getting all over the place. I'm losing my mind just a little bit. I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? She's feeling it. So, we are just going to repeat the step that we did last time. We're not going to think too hard about it. We're going to ace this first try, and then we are done. Mixed, mastered, ready for production. We got ourselves a sword. And then I get to do the less organic shapes, which I'm looking forward to. I think they should be pretty easy. I just got to match them. So let's do this. Do 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 do. Bam 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 bam. Do 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 do. Do I want sharp? I don't want a sharp. We want maybe... No, we definitely want an inverse. No way around it. 0.5. She'll do. So now I got to get the length correct. That's a big sword. Two to two. That's a pretty normal size sword. Okay, that's the one we're going for. I think somebody who is better than I am would measure it, but I'm not going to. Because I am Chaos Incarnates. Okay, now this part I struggle with. How do I do this? How are we going to do this? All right, you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough of these guys falling on my face all day. So, we have a relatively good looking top. How am I going to round out the bit of this? Multi-res doesn't do very much for us. Actually kind of ruins things. You know what? I'm starting to think we're better off without all of this. Well, that worked for sure. Oh, this is tough. This one is so difficult. If we divide you in half, we theoretically could grab the rest of this and lower it. Right? And that would give us a bit of a point, but I think that's not going to work. Actually? If we do this and we bevel down, dissolve you. Everybody who's good at 3D modeling, I'm sorry you have to witness this. I'm sorry you're being forced to watch this madness happen. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. We got a 5. The rest of it looks great, though. That 5 is the only problem. That 5 is literally the only problem. Everything else looks great. So if we go ahead and jump into sculpt, why is it so flat looking? That's weird. Nope, 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 nope. We're gonna do a little bit of GX, and by that I mean SX. Why are you so bad? What is so wrong with you? Okay, let's come back to this. We have a good looking J. This seems like a really bad idea. This seems like an incredibly bad idea, and I should not be doing it this way. Doesn't this seem like a really bad idea? It actually might work. It might actually work. Wow. What on earth is going on? Why am I like this? So if I take all of this, and we go like this, and we grab you, and we come over to here, and we grab you, and we're just going to do a very simple, very, very simple SX. And I'm going to say done. So because my render files were overwritten last time, I'm rendering those again right now, then might do the animation tomorrow, depending on how long it takes. I don't blame you one bit. I spent so long trying to animate part of this overlay. I had to keep doing it over and over and over again because EV transparency was giving me such a big problem. And I was getting very mad. Rendering and exporting are like literally the worst things ever for Blender. Blender really doesn't know how to export things correctly. You know what? I think I kind of like how they almost touch like that. That's kind of cool. Everything else looks good. The pommel is not great, but everything else is pretty solid looking, I would argue. I think we're okay. Okay. They really don't. You should be able to name your renders beforehand and avoid this problem. You should be able to mass export all your textures is what you should be able to do. It drives me incredibly insane that you can't do that. I found a program that lets me do it, and it's good because it works, but it shouldn't have to be an external thing. I shouldn't have to leave Blender to figure that out. It drives me nuts. That's my least favorite thing about Blender. You're like, oh, I would like to export this so I can use it in my game. And it's like, okay, good luck. And you're like, why? Why can't you just make it work? I'm feeling pretty comfortable with this. Do, 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 do. Okay, that actually kind of sells it for me. And now we're going to make it so you don't cut your hand when you try to use this. So let me go through here. So if we go GZ, how bad is this going to look? Instead, here's a different idea. What if I grab you and I render you out like this? Will this work? I have a feeling this is going to work. kind of have a feeling this will work. Let's try it. That is clean. Cool. So now what I want to do is probably grab all of this. Okay, that can work. This is something I can work with. Let's go ahead and merge at center and merge at last. Just hoping things get better this week. It's demoralizing when you lose a bunch of work and have to restart. For sure. For sure. It is awful. Okay, we're gonna do this as cleanly as we can. Yeah, I waited until yesterday to start working on a lot of the stuff. I've been thinking about this and kind of quizzing around on how to do my new overlay for a little while. But I like scheduled time for myself to do it. And lo and behold, it didn't work. So I had to like stay up late and just work on it and just get upset over the whole process. So when things don't work out how you plan, it can be very frustrating. I want to say that looks good. Maybe a little bit silly, but pretty good. Do 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 da 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 do 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 do. Is that it? Is that it? It doesn't look bad. There's a little crease here that I don't love, but I don't think I hate it either. I think we'll just have to work on finessing that a little bit. But otherwise, I think we're done. So let's grab you. Let's go ahead and cut out all of this jazz. We'll go ahead and throw on a mirror modifier to you. And we'll fix that in a little bit. Everything else is good. I could picture that. That's not bad. What's up, Pyro? Pyro. How you doing, Pyro? How's it been? We're gonna do a little bit of a smooth just to help lean this out just a little bit. Kinda good? What does that mean? What is kinda good? There we go. Little peace bone. Thank you for the save. The tip of that is okay. So I think we're gonna call it. So let's do this now. Okay. So I need to make myself a bunch of chains. So we're gonna start with a torus with a minor radius of 0.1, 0.15. We're going to lean you up. We're going to shrink you down. What is the cylinder? You are handle. You are sheath. And we have a torus. Now, did he mess up is the new question, because I think he messed up. And the he here is me. I think he made a big old mistake. I think he did for sure. Okay. That's okay. We'll make this work. I just added another one. I didn't want to do that. I think I can take you and pop you out. Yeah, just you. It's going to have to be just you, as much as I want it to be otherwise. Let's do like 3 of these cuts. The man didn't think. The man did not use his brain today. We'll try that. The polygons are out of control, but... oh, it actually works. That top part looks crazy for some reason. Why are you bad? What's up with you? Why are you weird? What are you relating to? I don't know what these are. I don't really get what that was. Okay, whatever. We'll go ahead and extrude you. We'll go ahead and dissolve into one face. And then I'll bevel it down. Okay, that'll work. Actually, that's actually not the worst thing I've ever seen. Okay. That will do. That will do. Now we're going to grab this whole thing and cut it in half, because we have to. We're doing a lot of cutting stuff in half, aren't we? That's kind of like the thing today. On today's lesson, we're going to be learning how to cut everything you've ever seen in half. It's a very popular tool in the red kit. The Red's kit of everything. I can't tell if there's a vertex there or not. There is. Okay. We're going to go ahead and mirror it with a Y. That'll do. Okay, now we just need to go ahead and grab another torus. We're going to do a bunch of toruses. This is going to get a little out of control, but it will be worth it. So we're going to do another torus. You'll be fine just as is. Let's go ahead and GZ you on up. Shrink you down. Let's go into edit. I want just the torus. And you should be easy enough to cut into pieces. So we're going to go ahead and just pull you forward. In fact, we can leave that center bit on there. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of GY. Bring you forward by some amount. GY until you're out by an amount that we like. I will go ahead and cut you here. I'm going to grab that thing and bring him down. GZ. We're going to do a little bit of GY until we get it in the position that we like, which that looks good to me. That'll do. Okay, so let's grab you. Let's grab the whole thing. Let's fatten it. Not what I wanted. Fatten. There we go. Now you are going to be called Sheath. Chain? I don't know what else to call it. This is going to be called Core, Chain Core. I will make a new collection called Chains. We're going to grab both these chains and throw them in there. Make sure we're highlighted in there. You now need to be mirrored across the sheath in the Y direction. Bada boom. We're here. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So I just need to make a really nice looking chain. Just make a good looking chain and we're set. So we're going to do a little bit of SX to bring that chain in. Oh, this is going to be it. This is it. Chain spiked. I'm going to go ahead and move it over here just for the time being. Go into Edit. Bring these bad boys down. I need to apply scale first. Do both, bring them down. Nice bulky chain. We're gonna go ahead and bridge. Oh, that's it. That's it. SX. We're gonna grab both of these guys. We're gonna do a little bit of SZ. These guys, we're actually gonna grab both of them and add a little bit of a bevel, because one of them is going to require this little guy, but I need them both to be relatively neutral with one another. Dun, dun. How do I want to do this? If I poke this face and poke this face, and I divide you in half, what happens? We get something scary, right? Not sold. Not sold on that. Not sold at all. Okay. Remove the poke, remove the poke. Let's go ahead and go all the way around both sides, including inner sides. Let's bevel these bad boys down and see what we get. It's actually pretty good looking. Okay, I'm going to take that. Let's bevel all of these guys down and see what we get. I think we might have gone a little too weird. Let's go all the way back to this. And let's take a look at some chains. We have a square chain somewhere. You. Square chains. They're just squares. There's nothing special about them. They're just little squares. They have a little bit of a bevel here. And they've got a little bit of a bevel here. I feel like this isn't going to work. I feel like I don't like the way this looks. If I grab you and I bring you in, let's make like an X. Let's try this. Let's go you. We're going to do GX in by negative 0.25. Same thing to you. 0.25. Let's bring you down by negative 0.25. I probably shouldn't make it even, but I'm going to anyway. What are we going to get? What does this give us? Well, I kind of wish it was a little bit more dramatic than that. Something that might help us a little bit is to add a little outer thing here, little inner thing here. What are we even doing? Have I lost my mind? Am I just doing crazy stuff? Should I not be looking at it like this? Should I just be back to normal? I think I might just be losing my mind. Let's try this. And then we'll throw another subdivision on there. We just get a normal looking chain. Oh, it's not as cool as I want it to be. I think the easy way around it, now that I'm here, I think the easy way around it is to go like this. Go like this. Grab one and bring them out. And then now we're going to take you and put a guy on you, put a guy on here. I think that's the best way I'm going to make a spiked chain. I don't love the way it looks, but it does work. I don't know. Wait, why does that change? Oh, I see. I see. Bum, 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 bum. Is that too weird? Have we made something a little too weird? I'm starting to think this might be just bizarre. Let's do like a 0.7. It's certainly strange looking. I think that's the look. I think this is what I'm going for. I think this is going to be the one. Let's give it a try. Let's just try it out, see if it works. Let's go ahead and shrink it to the size we like, and let's bring it out to where we want it. We'll do a little bit of RZ. No, it doesn't work. We're going to use just normal chains. I was against it, but we're going to do normal chains. What a shame. It was a good learning process, I suppose. It doesn't work. We'll do a little bit of RX90. Just like that. Was definitely a good idea. I think it's just the artifacts not making it right. Yeah, it was just a little much. But that's okay. I'm not upset about it. I've been embracing the act of slowing down a little bit. I've been working very fast for a long time. And I'm proud of that. But also, there's a time where you gotta slow down. This is just one of those times where we gotta slow down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and put that right where we like them. And let's do a little bit of GUI and get them right where we want them. We'll do a little bit of RZ. We're going to give them a little bit of an RY. The tiniest little bit. And now it's just a matter of going. Do 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 do. Okay, we're going to do little micro changes to it later. But for the time being, I think that's good. This one has to be exact. That's going to be the look right there. So this guy's now got a match, which means you're going to get an RZ, a really crazy looking one. You're going to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Cursed sword, let's go. This is it. This is how it all comes together. So, you are going to need a mirror modifier of Y around the sheath. And now all of you are going to get copied on the modifiers. I'm not going to stress the details too much. How much time has passed? We have been doing a long stream. Feels good to be getting back into 3-hour streams, honestly. Okay, we'll deal with you later. In fact, we're just going to remove this altogether so that there's no confusion. We'll do a little bit of RZ, get you on there. GY. RX. And by that I mean RY. Oh, this is it. This is it. Now, can I link two of these guys together just using an X pattern? I think I can. This is going to be really specific in its angle. But I think if we do this right, we're looking golden. Oh, it's gonna be so close. It's gonna be really, really close. Let's try it. Let's give it a try. Yep, I had a feeling that was gonna look weird. We want like a weird X pattern to try and link these guys together. So let's hit apply. Let's grab one of them and give him a slightly different look. And by one of them, I mean we have to grab both of them and separate by loose parts. And now one of them can be tilted in a really specific way. Oh, this is tough. New idea. Back. Go all the way back. Back. Let's make this even bigger. So now we will grab you, make you 0. Will this work? Not quite. Not quite. Not exactly what I wanted. We'll push that out just a little bit. We'll push you out just a little bit. We'll give you a little bit of a turn. That'll work. That looks pretty good to me. Okay, I'll take it. This guy's still tough. No, he's not going to work. He's not going to work. Okay, there's a perfect little section for him, but no, he does not want to work. Man, this guy's tough. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a weird mirror modifier on here. What we're going to do is see-through, cut all the way across you. I'm going to throw a mirror modifier on Y. We can grab the whole thing, scale it down just a little bit until we get exactly what we want. That looks pretty good to me. And then we just do a little GY until we get what we like. Little GY up that amount. Maybe I'll put like a little charm coming off of here to make that look a little bit more natural. I don't know if I love the way that looks, but it is an idea. Okay, I'll take it for now. We're going to add another mirror modifier across the sheath. Oh, it is interesting. At the very least, it is interesting. So we're going to set your Y to 0. Everything else we can move. Remove your mirror. And then we just have a random little physics object here. So we can put a little charm on there somehow. So I'll go ahead and tilt that up. We'll do a little bit of RZ to get that in a direction that we like. And call that. Okay, there he is. We have a bound blade. You need to be across from sheath. Good luck getting this guy out. You cannot use this sword. You are not allowed to use this sword. It is a bound blade with some weird artifacts, but we'll deal with that in a moment. Cool. Okay, so now we have a bunch of chains, which are just named chains as appropriate. We'll give them a bunch of materials. And then I just need to do the finishing touch. Okay. Finishing touch. Let's do the finishing touch right now. I was regretting this, but I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and call this presenter. And it is going to be a cube. A cube with some SZ. We'll scale it to the correct size in a moment, but for the time being, this should be fine. And we're going to sculpt it. That'll do, okay. Get it just the way we like it. I'm going based off of almost nothing. Should I be using a reference image for this? Absolutely. Am I going to? No. Okay, get all of this looking good. There we go. Now we're going to build out of here. Not all of that, just that little bit. There we go. You as well. Should I be using a different brush? Probably. You get so used to certain brushes that you like refuse to use ones that you're not comfortable with. But they are probably the ones that I should be using. Okay. Let's go ahead and build out this direction and cut in on this direction. That'll do. Have I made the worst looking thing in the world? I might have. I might have just made the worst thing in the world. This might be a Dynatopo moment. Let's go this way. The whole thing needs to be moved in a very particular way, but I'm not going to do it yet. So let's go back to our Dynatopo. And we're going to go for it. Here we go. No, 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 no. Chill. Think about what you're doing. Genuinely think about it. We want to be grabbing very specific sections. Okay. There's a reason I am not the world's best sculptor, and you are witnessing it as we speak. Doesn't help that I'm trying to go very fast. Okay. So now we're going to remove the Dynatopo. I'm going to not do it like that. We're going to set our poly count pretty high. He does not look very good. Let's pose that out just a little bit. We got to pose you up just a bit. Okay, that'll do. So now we got to build out a wrist. Build out a nice little wrist all the way down. Make sure we flatten the tip of that so it looks like an actual palm instead of like some weird whatever thing that we got going on right now. And then we need to round you all out to make you look real. We're going to build out some knuckles for this guy. Do I actually know what I'm doing? No, I don't. I'm going just based off of feeling, which is just kind of my way in this world. Have we made an abomination? Yes, for sure we have. Luckily, it does not need to look too human. It just needs to be appropriate for what we're doing. And that is a-okay with me. I got a call from Software. They want me to do all the models for Elden Ring, and I said, I don't know, I think I'm a little above your pay grade. So this is what we're doing now. We're going to make spikes out of the fingers when we get here later, but let's just do this just so we can give it a little bit more geo to work with. And then I'm going to round out this guy. Okay. You'll do just fine. You'll get the job done. I don't know what this point here is. I don't know why it's doing that. Sure. I don't know what you are, sir. Why are you being so weird? Something weird's going on there. Let's go back to non-Dynatopo. Let's go ahead and set our remesh to an amount that we like. I'm going to say 0.28 is fine. We're going to go back to Dynatopo. Now, if we want to go ahead and just push into this, I think that's actually the idea. Give our fingers some weird, creepy space between them. I think that's going to look witchy and creepy and strange. Which means that now we also want to do the same thing on this side. Which means now I can come into here and do like a little bit of webbing. Get a nice little bit of a webbed finger vibe going. Oh, that's the stuff. That's the stuff right there. Get it looking just terrifying. We'll worry about rounding all of that out later. The motto is worry about it later. Oh. Look at that boy. He is grotesque. We've made something truly awful today. I kind of like the thumb being bigger like that. All right, we got to web all the fingers now. Oh, did I set myself up for this one? Sure did. Why have we decided to do this? Why did I decide to do this with myself? What was I thinking? Am I a crazy person? Wake up every day and I ask myself that. Am I a crazy person for doing what I do? I think the answer is yes. I don't know if that's illegitimate, but I think it's true. Look at this horrifying thing we've made. What a terrible monster we've made. Oh, it's awful. What are we doing? What am I doing? What am I actually doing here? So we got ourselves a thumb. This is not efficient at all. To anybody out there who actually does sculpting, this is definitely probably very sacrilegious what I'm doing. I kind of think I love the way it looks, though. In the most morbid sort of way, I think it's great. Oh, man. I should have taken my time with this thing. I should have really taken a little bit more time and decided... I thought I was going to finish this off pretty quickly, just make it grotesque. And we've done that, but now I'm regretting it. Better hand than I would sculpt? I mean, the goal was to make something kind of weird. So I think we accomplished it. I didn't want a normal hand. Also, I have to put webbing between here. No. Alright, let's do this. Goal completed then, for sure. It's like the worst nightmare of both poly and it looks bad, but, you know, that's just my aesthetic. I can't be upset at that. If people are going to call me out for my aesthetic, that's my opinion. That's their opinion. That's everybody's opinion. I mean, it's kind of crazy looking. In a weird way, it's kind of nuts looking. Okay, sure. We'll take it for what it's worth. I want the poser. Where is the poser? Pose. Where's pose? Pose. Pose is pretty good. If you haven't used Pose, this is like one of the craziest things in Blender. It does wonders for you. Reminds me of the Spider-Man villain Croc. I love that. I love that so much. Do, 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 dwee, dwee. Dwee, dwee, dwee. Do, do. All right, well, at least now it has a little bit of a realistic sort of creasing to it. If you were trying to do this correctly, you do shape keys to get rid of that thing, but I'm just going to do it myself because I'm lazy. There we go. Look at that mangled hand. I use Pose for the car rig. Yeah. That's how I get the drift animation? You use Pose for that? Why is that? That seems not how you should be doing that. I mean, don't let me tell you wrong, but that seems not right. I'm gonna say done. Look at this monster. He's actually kind of dope. I made a creepy hand. I just made a nuts looking hand. All right, so this is left hand. I don't know. It's hand 1 is what I'm going to call it. Very creepy. Oh yeah, we're going for creepy today. That'll do. It'll have to be like this. There's a drift control on the car rig, and it only works in pose mode without adjusting anything else. Interesting. That is not how I would think to do it. I would use like shape keys or something, but if that's how it's supposed to work, then sure. Let's go ahead and set the mirror to be on the x-axis. Now my goal is to make a few of these and let them all kind of sit, but this will be fine. This will be just fine as is. In fact, I will come into here and pose this one just a little bit, just so we can break up some of the obvious sort of little breaks in here. Okay, that looks terrible. That's about as bad as I can expect it to be. I kind of like how the palm got all stretched out, though. That's kind of a cool look. We're learning. That's the goal. That was always the goal with stream, is to learn. And certainly we learned a lot of weird stuff today. Should we put like some weird extra claw something or other? Yes, we should. We should do something like that. Just to really... Let's do like a pinky. Because they always have those pinkies. Whenever you see... there was a guy that works at my pharmacy who, he has one of those pinky nails. He's like, Tibetan or something. I don't know what the religion is, but there's a religion. It's a kind of Buddhism, I think, where you you grow out a pinky nail, and he had it, and I always thought it was very cool. I think it's a very cool thing that people do. Okay, so this got jacked up somehow. Nope, we're gonna go all the way back. I liked it the way it was. We're just gonna keep it the way it was. Okay, so that's that. Now I want to go ahead and add a cube. Did I say plane? I meant cube. MC. Let's make it huge. Let's do a little SZ, make it short. GZ. Okay, now we're going to grab all of this and we're going to join them together. We're going to go into Sculpt. We have Dynatopo turned on, which should fuse everything together. Okay, that didn't really work the way I wanted it to. Let's get rid of Dynatopo. Let's check. Let's make everything mega tiny. I think I just broke. Yeah, I just broke it. If I'm not in pose mode, everything moves with the root bone that follows the path. So I animate, I have to pose each bone individually with keyframes. That sounds like they're parented in a weird way, but I'm not sure. I don't do car stuff, so I have a hard time recognizing that. I would have a really hard time recognizing that. There we go. That's what I want. Fluff this guy up just a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a dino top of that. Push all this up. Yes. You've done all the baking. Okay, you got to tell us. What have you baked? What have you made for the class? This is very inefficient and you shouldn't do what I'm doing. Let it be known, do not do what I'm doing. I'm going to save because I have a feeling that this is going to break. Oh, we've screwed this up hard style. Brownies and fresh bread. All right, everybody, who wants brownies and fresh bread? Who's in? Yeah, I'll take some as well. You know what? Screw it. I'm over it. I'm over it. This is it. We're done. There's a little swamp monster here, and the swamp monster will stay. You made enough for the class? Perfect. Let's put the sword in. Grab everything inside the sword, including the chains. Here we go. I'm going to turn you by 90 degrees. We're going to RX you by 90 degrees. We're going to throw you up. There we go. Do a little RZ to get that in the way that we like it. And now we just got to feed it into the hands correctly. Should I have balanced the hands before I fused everything together? You bet I should have. Okay, so it's not perfect, but it's close. Thank you. I pictured, like, you know, it's like Lady of the Lake, but evil. Okay, so actually, I can balance the hands on my own by using normal, local, normal. Oh, no. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. We're done. We're done. I've done it. Look at this nuts scene that we've made. Now I gotta throw a Swadloon in here. Oh my gosh. Look at the boy. Look at him. Color me kind of okay with what we've made today. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's place a camera right at our view. Add a camera. Let's hit him up. I know there's a hotkey to put it right to where your view is, but I don't know what it is, so I'm not going to think about it. Oh no, sorry. There we go. Look at this weird thing we have made. Goodness me. Why am I like this? Why am... This is nuts. I sort of love it in a stupid kind of way. I sort of love it a lot. It looks absolutely insane. It's not very good. I need to fix a lot of little things here. It's not production ready. I wouldn't put this in a game or anything like that. I also want to put something here. But I'm done for the day. So this has been my scene. So let's finish this off. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this black. Like pitch black. It having a little bit of a tar vibe is kind of cool. But we're going to do more than that. Party's over, folks. Let's do a Voronoi with distance. This is going to get weird quick. We're going to do color ramp, Voronoi, distance into emission. We're going to do Minotsky. Reverse it. It's going to follow objects. So it should creep up the arms pretty well. It does. I'm kind of obsessed with the star look lately, but too bad. Bum 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 ba-dum. There we go. Now we're gonna have really good definition on where the hands are. He looks so out of place. He looks crazy out of place. Okay, so it's kind of a tar vibe. Let's go ahead and throw in maybe a color ramp with some oil slicking, because the idea of this guy being oil makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know why he would be oil, but he's oil. 0.5, there we go. We'll do this. We'll go HSV, far. We'll make another one. This one is going to be red. Same color. Pretty much nothing other than that. We'll go ahead and throw on a little bit of layer weight with some facing, and then we got to throw a noise or something in there. I mean, that's it. That's it right there. We're getting there. Let's do a Musgrave. I want something a little bit more slick looking. Detail high, dimension low. Why are you doing this? There we go. That's along the lines of what I wanted. Put it on object settings. And now we're going to take it and lower that quite a bit to like a point something. Hmm. I don't love the way that looks, if I'm being perfectly honest. I might like it a little bit better if we do something like this. Let's put this at a 0.5 and let's lower both of these. Like a 0.6 and a 0.4. Is that way too much? Are the slots not working? What's going on with those slots? Why is Streamlabs broken? Okay, well that's concerning, to say the least. Do 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 do. I will have to fix that. The bot's been breaking a lot lately too. Do 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 do. No 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 no. You know what? That will do. This will do. Let's go like 0.7. This will do. This is cool enough for me. Your turn. You get to be Rust. Actually, I don't want you to be Rust. Yeah, we'll make them all Rust, actually. Link materials. Same with you. And I'm going to change it so that all of the rust is flat shaded and really dark. Okay, we're starting to get flustered. Ooh, that's actually good looking. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go ahead and throw on a hue saturation. That's what I want. Saturation to 0, value to 0.3. Maybe a little bit brighter so we can separate it from the hands. You'll do. Now, you need to be like a really cold looking black metal. So I'm thinking you, no saturation, really dark. Maybe even a little bit of a red. Oh, like a hateful sort of red color. Yes, that's the one. Cool. Your turn. Your turn. Boom, 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 boom. All the way across. Come on. Ba-da. Working on the same car animation I've been doing forever. I had renders get over it and my car rig got messed up, so the last couple of days, the last weeks were rendering useless. Took the weekend to get over it. Yeah. Something that I will say that you just kind of learn with time is make sure when you're done rendering to save everything that's in your temp file and just you're done. Like just don't force yourself to redo that. Your temp file is very important to keep a hold of. I'm going to make that some random red color, and we're going to assign this to that and choose gold. Okay, now we just got to get this gold, this first color, right? So we need to make a leather. Leather. Let's make a leather. Leather. If I think of leather, I think of brown, high sheen tint with a bump. I have a feeling that we're like done already. A bump set to a Voronoi. Texture to height. Object to object. Bum, ba, da, bum, 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 ba, da, bum. Let's invert it. I mean, it's close. It's a little gross looking, honestly. So we're going to add a noise to offset that. Let's do a mix RGB with a noise. I'm also going to do a save real quick. Bum. I kind of had plans of going on a hike today, but it's looking a little dark outside, so I think I might have done myself dirty. I think I might have messed myself up for my hiking chances, so I'm going to go tomorrow morning. I'm going to wake up early and go tomorrow morning, because I want to go take a hike. It's been a while since I've had true outdoor time. It's been a busy weekend for me, and so having a little bit of time outside would be nice. Why is it not doing anything? Why is the noise texture doing literally nothing? I've done myself a dirty. We'll make good progress this week. What I ended up doing is taking a bunch of sub-files for each of the renders to go into and have to remember to change the directory. Yeah. I feel that. We've all done it. We've all experienced it. It's just a rite of passage that you have to go through to pop out the other side. Why is it not affecting this at all? What do you look like by yourself? Why are you not affecting anything? Are you tiny? What is it? Yeah, something's weird about you. Oh, it's because the roughness. I'm silly. I'm silly. There we go. That's more along the lines of what I was going for. Now we're going to up you just a little bit more. And we're going to set you to be a little bit more coarse. That's why I made my name dirty. Free marketing whenever someone says it. That's it. That's the only reason. Okay, that's going to be closer to what I want. So we're going to take that as our setup. There we go. That is my leather. Now let's take the color and actually, I think a dark brown, like a dark neutral brown sounds really nice. even there, I would say we might even want to go a little bit smaller. A little smaller, a little bit less. Read my mind with the dark brown? Yeah, for sure. It was too bright. There we go. Now we got you. Let's go ahead and cap off this last little bit. We'll go ahead and do you as leather. We'll set a new slots. You will be gold. And now we're going to make you leather 2. Leather number 2 is going to be much, much darker. Way less saturation. And this little texture is going to be barely noticeable. In fact, maybe we'll get the color exactly the same. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like the way it looks. Something's weird here. I think it's the red. I'm pretty sure it's the gold color. I think the gold's just not very good looking. This whole thing looks very odd. Something is very unusual about this. The bottom part of the sheath, the extruded part, might look good black. Thank you. I'm kind of with you that it'll look better if it was darker. I'm kind of in on that. While I'm here, let's grab this and give it a little bit of a purple. What if we do 0 on the specular? What if we give it metallic? What happens if it's metallic? Oh, metallic hates it. It hates metallic. I don't know. I'm not as impressed with this as I thought I was going to be, but there's still time to play. It was a first of the season for sure. And the more I look at this, the more I'm like, this might be the problem. That might be the problem. Okay, I'm kind of with you on this part. Let's do this. Let's say that's a vibe. Why didn't it do the back? Oh, because it's mirrored. Perfect. Okay. We'll go ahead and give that you. It does add a little bit of a charm to it. It'd be cool if maybe there was embroidering or something going up here, but that's not for today. No, it can't be colored. It just doesn't work colored. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's think about that for just a moment. There's something there. I kind of like the white. There's something about the white that is really strange to me. Interesting. Like the color, can't really see the bump or displacement though. This is true. Let's do 0.6 and then you can get like right there. I think I'm done. I think I've had enough. It's been almost 4 hours. I think I'm over it. Wow. I think I want to sit and tinker on this thing for a little bit, but I'm not sure I'm sold on it. I like the idea, but I don't know if we executed. I should have sketched this out a little bit better. I have a really good idea of what we're doing Wednesday, so I think I'm going to learn from this and sketch it out first. We might do primitives for the first little bit of stream. But I think we're done. I think I'm done today. I think this is as much as I want to do. Yeah, let's say we're done. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and save it. We're going to take one last good look at it. It looks so good without this. It's actually really cool looking. Maybe it is just the color. I'll have to look at it again without any color and just kind of quiz around and see if I can figure something out. Okay. So, with that, I am going to go ahead and throw everybody over on a raid somewhere. It's the color, in your opinion? I agree. When I see the base like this, I think it looks pretty good. I'll have to quiz around and see if I can figure something out. This doesn't look half bad. You'd put a hole where the chain attaches? What do you mean, here? I don't know how a hole there would make sense, but I get the idea. Because then you would be punching a hole into the sword. Which I don't know how that's possible. Given that it's supposed to be like a cursed, crazy sort of sword. I'll think about it. Yeah, no, I get that. I'm going to leave it like this for now. We're going to leave it like that for now. There's certainly a lot to think about. This is a piece that I want to keep for something in the future. So we're going to play again. I think I might take some time out this week or next week to learn how hands work. And we might make some real hands. And then I'll distort them into monster hands once they're real first. Yeah, we might make some weirdo hands soon. I like this piece. I want this piece to be on my portfolio. So I just need to like reconsider it and really think how I want this to work. The idea that I'm going to make a portfolio piece in 4 hours too, like, I'm not a crazy person. My Roomba just turned on. It scared the hell out of me. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at who I want to send you all to. Chaos. I said I would consider doing your little seals. If you're still up, we can talk after stream, and I can talk about doing your seals or something like that. Hey, later, Dirty. Go say hi to somebody for me. Get some free channel points. Let's see, who do we want to raid? We got Niche and Ratlord on. The lovelies. We all love them. Cade, I can't raid for some reason. I don't know why. Who do we want to say hello to? Nelson Animation. I always see him popping in people's chats, and he seems like a really nice guy. Let's go say hi to Nelson. I like this guy a lot. He seems like a real cool dude. So go say hi to Nelson for me. Go give him a little bit of love, and I'll catch you all on Wednesday. As I awkwardly wait for the raid to process. There we go. Now it should work. Go say hi. Go give him some love. Bye.